So we had a live stream earlier today. Salute to everybody that stopped in for the live stream. It was a great show. But Terence Crawford addressed Jaron Ennis. And we talked about it in the live stream, but, we're going to talk about it. Jaron Ennis still, as of yet, to respond to anything that Terence Crawford said. Now, Terence Crawford, for those who don't know, he came out and recently said that, everyone, I know y'all loving Boots right now, and that's good. I'm happy for the young guy, but chill on the I'm ducking him part. Boots had 2 opportunities to fight me and chose to go a different route. So chill. Let the kid make his mark in the sport. End quote. That's what Bud had to say in regards to Boots. He addressed the Boots ducking. And, I really think Bud Crawford watches some of our streams and some of these videos sometimes. Then he comes out and says some of the same stuff that we've been saying. Then he come out and say it. It's kind of strange, but maybe it's a coincidence, whatever the case may be. But Terence Crawford addresses Boots. Now, Boots himself has yet to come out and address anything. Boots himself doesn't seem, in my opinion, it don't seem like they never really wanted to fight Crawford like they led people to believe. I think they got what they wanted. Crawford came out and said that you guys want the email belt. Why everybody seems satisfied with collecting the email belts. I would have fought for it. I would have wanted to fight for it, And this is stuff that we've said before he even came out and said it himself. Like, maybe Boots should have did it a different way, but they took it how they could get it. And, can't necessarily be mad at them, but I am also looking at them like, how come you haven't said nothing in regards to Terence Crawford yet? But Bud also proceeds to say, y'all do turn y'all backs on fighters like they not shit nowadays. Fighters lose a fight and it's F him. We don't want to see him fight again. That guy, we don't want to see him fight that guy again. Like, where's all the real boxing supporters that win, lose, or draw, they still support? I don't know, Bud. This is what we've been saying, bro. They hopped off the Spence wagon. They act like Spence doesn't exist and everything else. Prior to that, you wouldn't even imagine that something like that could possibly happen to a guy like Spence. But yes, news flash, it happened. So yeah, Errol Spence, they essentially turned their backs on him. A lot of those guys that was fighting in the comment sections and on the chats and all that other stuff, you really don't see a lot of these guys anymore. And some of the guys that are sticking around, either A, hopped on a Boots bandwagon, or B, they're making up false narratives. Well, Spence had broken ribs, Crawford had plaster wraps, or well, he was cheating. So yeah, that's what we got going on in the boxing community, and it's a big mess. It's a big mess. People got a lot of agendas and stuff like that. And sometimes it takes the fighters to come out and kind of set the record straight, even though fans still tend to spin the fighters' words into making it to what they want it to be, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But Boots Ennis, man, I got my eye on Boots, bro, because I thought he kind of wanted to smoke. Part of me said he probably do want to smoke, but then again, I don't know. They hopped out of the sanctioned bodies and stuff like that, and they said it was because of this, and they said it was because of that, and big bro Bud is big bro and Jaron Boots Ennis. Now that Boots Ennis got his belt, now he got something to lose. Now he actually got something to lose. And if, let's just say hypothetically, if Crawford really wanted to go back down and become a 3-time undisputed and deal with the IBF again, and even though, IBF probably wouldn't even let him fight for the belt at this point, considering how they treating Crawford, they probably wouldn't even let him fight for the belt. It's not worth it to him to go down there and even deal with the IBF in that situation. Boots Ennis not saying nothing, right? He's not stirring the pot. He's not really getting the situation going. Come on. We gave him some time from the initial statement to piggyback off of it to try to show us that you really want to get in there with Terence Crawford, but he was blowing smoke, right? See, these Spence remnants thought they had something. These Spence refugee fans, they thought they had something, and they had nothing. They had nothing because Boots Ennis ain't pressing on that gas like they thought he would. So it kind of backfired on all those channels saying Crawford's ducking Boots and this and that and the third, right? And now Boots Ennis ain't putting that pedal to that metal like that. Nah, they got what they wanted already, bro. They got what they wanted already, bro. What are we talking about here? They got what they wanted. And it definitely wasn't a fight with Terence Crawford. I'll tell you that. It definitely wasn't a fight with Terence Crawford. They did not want that. It was all for clout. It was all for clicks, and it was cool. That's what you're supposed to do. Let the next wave of guys know you coming. That's who I want to fight. That's what I want to do. Right? Come on, man. But he set the record straight on the ducking allegations, bro. Right? But everybody know that the IBF had an agenda. I think the team Ennis knew that this was likely going to happen. I mean, even Coach Rail even came out and said that maybe they should have took the belt away from Bud. I'm paraphrasing. Maybe he should have took the belt away after Spence and Crawford handled their rematch situation. It just doesn't look good, and it just doesn't look right. And now Boots Ennis got emailed a belt, and he seemed to be really excited about it. He posted a picture of him holding the belt, you know, like he won the belt that night. He beat Raymond Villa. Like they already knew that they won the belt that night. And Bud mocking him, saying, "Oh well, you got 3 of the same belts. Come on, man. Like, what's really good? Like, what y'all young boys doing now? Y'all just taking email belts. Y'all don't want to even fight for a vacant belt and give me the number 3 guy so I can fight for it or nothing." Nah. He got that belt emailed to him, and then he got on his soapbox, said, "What's up now? What's the excuse now?" Come on, man. That's not how we do things, Boots. He should have said, and I mentioned this in the live stream, but he should have said something to the effect where it's not how I wanted it. But my next fight will be for me fighting for my first world title. That'll be me fighting for the vacant IBF title. I'm not official until I can get in the ring and do it. He could have said something like that, you know. But they didn't. This is what they had planned. This is what the plan was from the beginning, in my opinion. I don't think the main goal was to fight a guy like Crawford. Now, if Spence had to beat Crawford, well, things may have been a little bit different. But since Crawford beat Spence, and Crawford still looks like he has a lot of gas in the tank, right? He's still looking real strong, and he don't look like a fading fighter by any stretch of the imagination. Well, you know what? We don't necessarily got to deal with that guy if we don't have to. We got what we wanted, right? We got time on our side, and I'm gonna soon be my own star. I'm gonna be a star in the sport in my own right soon, eventually, anyway. So that was the alternate option, and that's the option that is looking like they was really planning on taking throughout this whole thing, which is the great clout chase. And this is what young fighters are supposed to do. But if Boots Ennis really wanted to press Crawford, he knows what he got to do, and he hasn't done it yet. Crawford gave him so many opportunities for him to come out and say something, right? This is the open smoke. Crawford literally opened up the door and invite you to come upstairs. But where you go coming up them stairs, bro? Nah, you ain't coming up them stairs at all, Boots. But we gonna keep an eye on Boots, see what he says something. I felt if he really wanted to say something, he would have been said something. If he really wanted to fight Crawford, he would have been said something. But as of right now, he ain't said nothing. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.